The mouse is simply a tank that does not care. It has over 3,000 hit points and 188 tons of armor and mass to drive around on the battlefield. I'm surprised this thing doesn't just collapse in on itself and create a supernova black hole. Now, the mouse doesn't have the best armor. It's good, and especially against players that do not understand this game all too well, which is probably about half of the teams that you play on. Yeah, the mouse does great against them because people just don't understand where to pin it. But up against any skilled player, yeah, you can quite easily penetrate the turret cheeks or the lower plate, even sometimes the upper plate. So the mouse definitely has its fair share of downsides. However, the VK100, which we're going to be talking about in today's video, really doesn't. Its upper plate, unlike the mouse's, is virtually impenetrable for tier 8s. Unless you're maybe in a tier 8 or 9 tank destroyer, it really does not get bend on the upper plate. When it comes to the lower plate, yeah, it's a weak spot, but every tank should have a weak spot. Side armor is great. It's also angled slightly, which means you can actually get it a bit more effective. The rear of the vehicle has spaced armor, so heat shells will have a very hard time of penetrating it. And even though it looks like that hatch on the roof is very easy to penetrate, it's actually about 220 millimeters thick. And the cheeks on this vehicle, look at the size of this vehicle's turret cheeks to the mouse's. I mean, the mouse's turret cheeks are probably twice the size as the VK100. Because of that, and all things added together, the VK100, in my opinion, is a fantastic tank. In fact, it's one of the strongest tier 8s that you can play. It still carries the same alpha that the mouse does down at tier 8 at 460. And after Wargaming not too long ago buffed its accuracy, it's actually quite strong, just like it was when it originally came out. The only downside is that it's not very fast. And when I mean not very fast, it has a top speed of 20. Which means that you've got to decide where you're going to go right at the beginning of the battle. Thankfully, that's what we're going to be doing. The enemy team has a Tiger 2, a KV-4, and that's all they got for heavies. They do have a Ferdinand, they do have an SU-100M1, but nothing that really scares me when it comes to Alpha, especially because I do have a Yag Tiger 8.8. I'm hoping that those players are going to be able to support me as I'm giving them early spots on the battlefield. The other nice thing is that base C is pretty close to where I'm actually at and where I spawn. So if the enemy KV-4 or Tiger 2 decide to go this way, it shouldn't take me all too long to actually make my way over towards them. So here we go, making my way into base C. There's the SP1C up top. Not much we can do about that though. I'm just gonna keep on driving. Now it is very expectant that the SU-100M1 or Ferdinand will drive up towards the hill over here. So we're gonna find out. But right now, oh, I guess their entire team is over towards the other side of the map. Well, that's bad news for me, because it's going to take me a heck of a long time to cross. We did get spotted, which would most likely be the SU-100M1, judging that nobody else is detected right now. But I'm just going to keep on making my way over. We have lost an RU-251, but if I'm going to be completely honest, that guy pushed way too aggressive. I mean, look at where he died. So yeah, that's kind of on him. I'm still trying to find this SU-100M1, though. I mean, we were detected by him, so you'd think that he's somewhere around this area or vicinity, but maybe not. Let's keep going. There's the Panther 2 next to me, and, well, I'm hoping that maybe we'll catch somebody driving up the Castilla Hill. I don't know. It's kind of a weird battle that's going on right now. But here we go. Let us see. Is anybody over here? Nope. All right. Well, it looks like their team is probably going to be pushing towards our spawn. Yep, there you go. We have the TVP spotted, and bang, boom. Nice shot. 460 into the TVP VTU. I mean, that's just where the alpha feels so nice on this tank, is when you are able to slap 460 hit points off of a tier 8 medium. We got the KV-4, the SP over here. I would love to get a shell into that SP, but right now it doesn't seem like that's my biggest worry, especially after we just lost the T-29. I mean, my team is completely folding. So let's keep on going, just slowly pushing. The VK might not get there extremely fast, but you will definitely get there. So there's the TVP. I want to get a shell into that SP1C, but I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case. Let's aim it on his tank, and oh yeah, that's going to be the case, all right. Easy HE shell into his vehicle, finishing him off, and let's make sure we hide that lower plate from the KV-4. There you go, not penetrating my tank, and with that, we have cleared 2 vehicles on the enemy team. We got the Kunze Panzer and the Ferdinand. Let us aim in a shell. I'm just going to load premium. Might as well. A lot easier to pen it. There you go, nice bounce from the Ferdinand. Again, you can just see see where this armor is doing the trick. We got the Tiger 2 behind us, but right now, trying to think of what I want to do. The Tiger 2, not the biggest of threats. What is going to be a big threat are vehicles like the Panzer and as well the KV-4, which is doing a pretty good number on my teammate. So let's keep pushing on this Ferdinand. It doesn't look like he's moving all too far. So as long as he stays there for just a bit longer, we should be able to get a shell in. Here we go, and a fire. There you go. That's a nice slap into the Ferdinand. This guy is not going to get away, let's be honest here. So I'm just going to hide my lower plate so he can't penetrate it. And this is where, again, the VK just feels amazing. So let's keep on backing up, backing up, backing up, and boop. Make sure that shell penetrates, and there you go. The Ferdinand is taken out. Now we got to go for the KV-4. I'm guessing the KV is somewhere right over here. So let's keep on wiggling. We get penetrated. But again, I've got way more alpha than the KV-4 ever wishes it could have. So there you go. Nice 498 tap into his tank. Now we just hide our lower plate. So it's going to be very hard for this KV-4 to pen me. He's trying to get to my side, but that's not going to stop me. Keep on turning. He let me reload all of that shell back. And what that means is we get another tap. Boom! 432. And yeah, you can just see where the VK100 feels so strong. There's a nice bounce. Once you get into a face-hugging position with this vehicle, it definitely feels very strong. Let's load a premium shell into the KV-4 and finish him off. Now we know they have a Tiger 2. They got a Panzer and as well the SU-101. And well, speaking of the SU-101, he's right in front of us. So let's even get a big old slap into his tank. Boom! There you go. Nice 429 tap into him. And yeah, this guy is probably going to learn his lesson very quickly that maybe that wasn't the brightest of ideas. But we're going to keep on wiggling, keep on wiggling, keep on wiggling. There you go. That's a heat shell from the SU-100M1. Let's get a shell right into his track, and maybe we can even ram him. Boop! Oh, well, the ram didn't really do all too much, but we should stop him from being able to repair his track if we keep tapping him anyway. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, honestly, in this situation, yeah, we'll finish off this guy first, and then I'm going to push over towards the Panzer, and we're just going to get into base A and cap it again, because I'm not losing this game. So here we go, towards the base. Speed and power. Let us keep going. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I'm going to keep on going. Come on, let's make it to base A. That's all we got to do. And maybe we can even slap the Panzer in the process. But yeah, I should just be able to cap this, and we should be able to get this win out. So here we go. Start capping that base, and I'm just going to turn my vehicle. I'm just going to turn my tanks to the Panzer. Cannot pen me. Oh, there's the Tiger 2 as well. Nice tap into his vehicle for 509, and we got the base capped. Look at that. Beautiful. We got two things going for us. The Tiger 2 is going to struggle to pen us. There you go. I mean, just look at how well this Tiger is, like, not my Tiger, but the VK is working here. There you go. Finish off the enemy Kunza, and all that's left is the Tiger 2, who again bounces. We have blocked over 3,000 damage in this battle. Oh no, guys, the Tiger has driven into the base. What will I ever do? Oops. There you go. 3,400 damage blocked, 6 kills, and what an incredible battle, just to showcase why the VK100 is an incredible tank. 4,800 damage dealt. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The VK does not care what is stuck in front of it. Just like the mouse in tier 10, this tank gets away with a lot. I got a steel wall, we got a mastery, a 1 versus 3. Not only would we have won that on base capture, but we just simply did not care what the enemy thought. Now, yes, the enemy team was not great. I guarantee those players are sub 50% win rate, at least the ones that, bounced me a lot. But it doesn't take away from the fact that most of the games you will play in Tier 8 have players like that. So while you can say this was one lucky battle, there are many games like that that you can easily win because you were in a VK100. I can't honestly say that I would have won that battle if I was in another heavy tank, let's say like a Larva, a Tiger 2. It's just the fact that it's got the alpha, the armor, a massive chunk of hit points. I really love playing the VK100. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't played this tank in a while, or you really like the mouse, try it out. It's a fantastic vehicle, and it's really an underrated beast. Bye-bye!